and today is the day. Boom! Yes, it is stressful. I don't know if it's because of living again the same trauma, or just because they're gonna break my leg. Maybe a bit of both. Something that I've just learned is that before any operation, they have to ask you what leg is the one, just in case they fucked up, and they go with the other one.
So I'm going to check you in, okay? All the best.
4 hours later.
I just had a hip replacement, and in this video you will see my full journey for 6 weeks from the day of the surgery to 6 weeks, the end of 6 weeks. I'm gonna show you exactly what the recovery looks like. For the first week I will update you daily, so you can see day by day the progress. After that I'll move to weekly updates, physio exercises, so basically the real milestone along the way. I will also share what equipment you will need during this journey, and I will answer questions like when you can drive, when you get sex, so basically when you come back to a normal life. So don't miss any part of this video, let's go!
How you feeling?
Like someone who doesn't feel his legs.
You think it went well?
So the X-ray looks good. I don't know, I don't feel my legs. First night in the hospital went quite well. I thought I would have felt more pain, but luckily with the drugs that they gave me, I slept really well. Today I'm gonna do a walk, small walk with a forearm walker, and let's see how we go.
2 hours later.
The walk didn't go as I expected. I felt very dizzy, or because I've been stuck on the bed, and I did 10 meters walk, felt dizzy, I had to sit, and then I walked back to my bed. While I was in the hospital, I had a lot of free time, so I decided to learn some magic tricks. Hello everyone, can you see that? This is bent, okay?
Sure, better.
If I put a bit of magic,
Good, some magic. No, do it again, sorry. Do it.
do I go?
Wow. I recorded, but do it again.
Go ahead.
Just make sure the trick is good. Okay,
Can you see? That is bent. If I put a bit of magic, boom! Second night in the hospital, I slept but not very well because I had a lot of hiccups. I could have stopped it. I watched plenty of YouTube videos about to remove it, and after plenty of trials, I finally succeed. The pain is still manageable. They reduce a bit of the painkillers, so it's good. I would say now out of 10, my pain is 4, so very good. Now let's move on some physiotherapy exercise that you can do while you are still in the hospital. Here you can see some calf exercises. So from the starting position, elevate your heels and keep the position. Slowly, repeat that.
Can you keep that same height? Good. Nice. Okay.
Knee extension exercise. So basically guys, you just need to press down your knees and pull the toes towards the head. Ankle pumps. Plantar and dorsiflexion exercise. Glute squeeze. Simply just pull up your body and squeeze your glutes. And we do also some squat. Yeah, another standing hip exercise.
Okay. And all the way straight, no shortcuts.
Abduction exercise.
Doing it. All right. And what about kicking out the side? Get a look edge there.
I also recommend continuing this type of exercise when you go back home, at least until you see your personal or a physiotherapist that has been suggested by the hospital. Finally, today I'm gonna have a shower. It's 2 days that I'm dreaming that. As you can see, I have probably more oil in my head than in a bottle of olive oil. And with the physio, I will be moved from using a forearm walker to crutches. Third night, went okay. I slept more than the previous nights, and I thought today I was gonna see a physio, but apparently nobody's coming. It's Sunday, so tough luck. Regarding my leg functions, so this is the best I can do now. So I can move my feet, I can elevate a bit on my knee, no more than that, to be honest. Yeah, we will get there. This is just the third day. One of the hardest things that will happen after your surgery will be moving your operated leg. Here, a little trick that really helped me. As you can see, I use my good leg to move the other leg. It will take a bit of time before you will be able to use normally your leg, so don't get discouraged. Fourth night and last in the hospital went well. I slept well, nothing to complain, not much pain. So what can I say about this experience in the hospital? I felt very blessed about having a lot of friends that came to visit me. They make that journey much easier, and I'm very looking forward to go out from the hospital. Yeah.
Okay. You're free.
When you will get back home, you will definitely need some piece of equipment. For me, one of the most important one was the over toilet aid. It is very important because it increases the seat height. So when you sit on it, you can have a bit more relief compared to something with a lower seat. The physio will probably suggest crutches. They are great. Personally, I prefer the walker because I found more stability and I could have a more consistent and smooth walk. But up to you. Another one will be a shoes hold. Guys, you will not be able to reach your foot for a little while, so this is gonna save your life if you want to be independent. First night at home, I felt more pain than usual. I couldn't sleep well because I couldn't move much, probably because I took less painkillers. Today I'm planning to go a bit out and see how I go with a mobility scooter. Second night at home, finally I slept well. Not as good, of course, like it used to be, so I was still waking up about every 1 to 2 hours, but at the end I ended up sleeping my 8 hours, so all good. Yesterday I went out with the mobility scooter. I thought I could been out a bit more, but yeah, after 30 minutes I said no, it's better to go back home. So I went back home, at least I had some fresh air. Something remarkable I will say is that I started working with a walker. The physio suggests crutches, but I feel like I go very slow with them. So I tried, and even the walk is not very natural. So I feel like that with a walker, I can walk faster and smoother. So for now, the walker is the way. Seventh night after surgery. I didn't sleep amazingly. I still woke up a few times because of a bit of pain, but overall, good night. During the day, a great milestone, I've been able to walk without a walker. Just a few steps, don't get me wrong, but I was impressed by the fact that after 7 days from the surgery, I did a walk without any support. And after 2 weeks, it's time for a new bandage. Now, if you don't like seeing scars, close your eyes for about 10 seconds. Okay, you can look now. Now I'm gonna show you the difference between walking with a walker or without a walker after 2 weeks. As you can see, without it, I look like a penguin. The good news is that you will see improvements every single day, guys. So again, do not get discouraged. Unfortunately, you will not be able to drive for at least 4 to 6 weeks, and until you will be able to complete an emergency stop. This means that you'll basically need to find a friend, family member, or an Uber to drive you around. Since you will be spending a lot of time at home, I really recommend you to find some hobby activity to keep yourself busy. For me, this was a Lego set. After 4 weeks, my scar was completely closed and I was finally able to swim again. After 5 weeks, At my first follow-up with my surgeon, I was finally able to ask the biggest question ever. Sex.
Gaffer. Great.
The same week, I also start seeing a physio, and here is what he recommended. I'm here with Daniel, my physio, and Daniel, what are the things that you would like to focus on with one of your clients in my situation? So someone around 30s, late 30s, that just had a hip replacement.
So the main things that we want to focus on in someone that's just had a total hip replacement, especially with your case and your condition, the big one, number one, is getting the range of motion back as much as we can. So really that flexion range of motion oftentimes is the most restricted one in most people. So we saw with you on your first visit versus now, that was pretty significantly limited. We're getting about 70 degrees, whereas now we're trying to kind of get more to that 90 degrees. And then also trying to get as much internal and external rotation as we can. As I said, oftentimes when these cases have been going on for so long, we can only get so much just purely based off the actual muscle change around that area. But oftentimes we're just aiming for some type of improvement of about 20 to 30 degrees of hip internal and external rotation. Once we're able to achieve those goals, we can start on some early strengthening stuff. So some basic squatting patterns, some hinging patterns like a bridge, and then also just trying to get some more associated muscle strength going around that area as well.
Will I be able to do a split?
Definitely not.
Before physio, this was the max I could do, and I was struggling to put the socks on. Now look at that. Finally, I'm able to put my socks on. Overall, it took me about 6 weeks to go back to a normal life. However, if you play competitive sports, the journey is gonna be much longer. It can take up to 5 to 6 months to go back to your 100%. Now I want to show you something crazy, guys. One night I went out with my friends and we played pool. I'm not very good at that, to be honest, but look what I did. I'm gonna try the impossible shot, so it's gonna go first here, then here, then there. Most likely we will lose because it's gonna go here.
What? The black, huh? Nah, we're gonna make you win anyway.
My biggest advice is to find something creative to keep yourself occupied. Don't be afraid to ask your family and friends for some help, and make sure you will work with a good physiotherapist who can guide you back to a normal life. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you like a video more formal about hip replacement in general. Don't forget to be kind and smile, and arrivederci.